Okay. Um, Hi. It is Summoner Eroc, or as some of you know me in my past, Eroc, or just simply Eric. And this night, it is currently 6:04 a.m. And I've decided that a reformation, restructuring is very much so needed in my life. Um, this will be genuinely the last low effort video I will ever produce without any editing or general idea behind the video. Videos going forward will have structure, high level editing, things of that sort. Um, I will not give deadlines for when these videos will release. I will not give deadlines for how good these videos will be. Um, there's really no information at the current moment in time, but what I can say is that there is going to be a lot of um, topics that are covered in a grand discussion type of way. You know, the sort of content that you can't digest or understand in your first viewing, and it will take a lot of foreign perspective for you to fully grasp what I'm trying to say and understand, or what I'm trying to say and have the viewer understand, because it's not the type of content where you can just sit there and literally just digest it for fun. You have to care, you have to think, and if you don't like that, then I'm sorry. I'm Fortnite funny moments is abundant on YouTube, bro. So, um, there's really not much I can say. But what I definitely can say is that my mental state, the extremely short views that I've been having recently, in contrast to the patience that I've accumulated throughout the years, it's just entirely unacceptable. My laziness is at an all-time high, and it's entirely unacceptable. It's completely disgusting. Um, and that's my own insight on it. This is purely a individual wake-up call, individual intervention, if you will. I'm very much so not interested in the way that my life has been, and through hard work and dedication, and determination, grit, and pure willpower, I believe that I can make a lot of a drastic impact. So that is something that I will be very focused on in 2026. Um, I have a plethora of things that I have to worry about in my own life. So that's the main reason why there won't be a time frame. Like right now, all I really do is stream, and that in of itself already takes up way too much time. So if I'm going to be getting footage for videos, editing these videos, creating thumbnails and all these sort of things, you know, and also still try to stream and then also balance IRL, my relationship, stuff like that, you know, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. So, um, we'll do our best to be as time efficient as possible. Uh, you know, that's basically it. I mean, the time for positive change has been needed for a very long time, and the time that I've taken to not only have that epiphany but put forth that change is, I'd say, probably a year and like 6 months overdue. So, um, but I will say it's not like I haven't tried to make these changes. Uh, you know, you can try to make long-term change, and in the end, you'll just fall short. You'll have too much on your plate, or you'll be moving too slow, and you just end up giving up entirely and falling back into your negative habits again. Um, so maybe at a later date, I'll kind of talk more about the things that I've been through, the ways I've come across these epiphanies, and actions I've taken to really cement what I'm trying to do. But as of right now, I'm kind of done using my brain power on anything that isn't me. Um, the main reason I say that is because I've come to the biggest realization that a lot of the energy and effort that has gone in vain is directly used to, I don't want to say satisfy others, but exist for others. Um, and even if it's something where it's like, you know, I don't want to say something as crass as I offer my presence and you offer other things in return, but I like to believe that all things are transactional. So there's always some sort of trade to be had when interacting with others. Because if you don't, there is no interaction, I feel as though. So, excuse me, genuinely speaking, I just feel as though that investing yourself into others when you have many things to take care of is really just one of the most backwards things you can do. I will say one thing that I noticed that I don't care to share. Not that I don't care to share. I don't care if there's repercussions to sharing this. I really don't. Um, I'm no longer logging anything digitally. I will not be using Apple Notes anymore. I will not be using WordPad anymore. I'm only keeping my ideas on paper. Um, and as my ideas become more valuable, those ideas will be locked with the highest security possible at the time. Because, I mean, simply put, if you want to copy me, you're literally going to have to kill me and take my brain. Um, excuse my language, but copycats need to go fuck themselves. There's so much more that you could do with your energy if you just tried instead of copying someone else. Um, so yeah, I'm no longer going to be making my ideas public, um, unless it is in my own created mediums. Everyone can go fuck themselves, basically. And if anyone has a problem with that, well, fuck them. I don't care. I'm trying to think, is there any other overarching thoughts or anything that I want to put in? No, I just want to get this video out. Hello, 7er Eroc fans. Thank you. We're almost 300 subscribers. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I've been very, very inactive on YouTube. That needs a change. I have a lot of great ideas that haven't been executed yet, in ways of explaining those ideas that I really need to get to. Because no one else has really hit the nail on the head that I've seen. I feel like, yeah, the yeah, I don't even want to get into it. Content creation is a fucking rabbit hole, bro. And it really, isn't as simple as just seeing something and thinking you're on the money with your criticism. Especially when you have an art that you want to hone in on, but it's not conventional by any means. So, to someone who's looking for something conventional that fits the bill, your video will be the biggest piece of dog shit. So, that's why I say if you want to continue to enjoy my content, you will have to consciously think I'm not trying to make lowbrow content. I'm not trying to make easily digestible content, and I'm certainly not trying to make content for um, monetized gain. Like, yeah, for financial gain. That's not why I do this. If I did do this, I like if that's why I created content, I would just fucking uh, manage OnlyFans models, or I would, I don't know, fucking make AI TikToks, you know? So, the, yeah, yeah, the simple point is the time to answer the call to arms is now. So, um, if you're looking for a message in any of this, because I know I was kind of that guy on this channel, to my returning fans, my message is the time is now. If you have something you've been waiting to do or putting off, especially something artistic, now is the time to really start taking it serious. Um, I don't want to say the paradigm shifted in December, but we the this is going to sound very weird and unorthodox, but the position we are in the universe is one of the greatest for those who have been waiting for a chance to have their position amplified, if that makes any sense to anybody. So, now is a very good time for you to do what you have to do. Cheers. So, what I can talk about is the direction my channel is going to be going. Um, there will be consistency depending on how good I get at editing. That's literally what it all hinges on. um, it's something I know that once I put my mind to it, I will very easily be able to, you know, have that skill, and maybe even so, you know, we'll be able to go places in that realm, but that's not really where my interest lies. That's besides the point. Um, so we will be more consistent. There will be a higher quality in the videos with much more guided direction. Um, I'm very much so done with this whole unfiltered, raw type of content. Maybe in the future we could have a channel where I genuinely just do this, which I'm all for. But you know, the reception is everything. So let me know whenever. You know, funnily enough, I started making a lot more comments on YouTube that were more critical of people, and I just turned off like all of my comment notifications on YouTube. So we probably need to re-enable that. Yeah, like I said at the start, there's a lot of work that I need to do internally. I need to take time once again to myself to make sure that I'm the person that I genuinely strive to be before I make these moves, because the last thing that I want to do is falter because of my own state. So that is the first thing that we will be doing. Second, we will be learning video editing. Um, I'm not interested in the whole like super deep fried meme edit style. Like it can be funny at times if you're watching like, I don't want to say slop, but if you're watching slop, it's goated. We're not going to be making slop, so you know the whole meme retention thing isn't really going to be super present. Like we'll have funny edits, but we're not gonna have meme edits. So that is the first thing I want to be very clairvoyant on, or sorry, something that I want to add a lot of clarity to, because I don't. I like to make people laugh. I like to be there for people, but I don't want to be the funny guy. That's not my thing. Like I'm funny, but I'm not just the funny guy, you know? So that's the first thing. Second thing, there is no specific type of content we will be doing. We're definitely going to be doing video essays slash documentaries, but I wouldn't say that we're just going to do whatever we want, because the lack of identity on this channel has kind of been the death of it. Um, Fortunately, the algorithm has improved since the Mr. Beast come up, so the channel isn't cooked. I don't have to start over, which is great. Like, sure, I could make a new channel with a clean slate, and that would be great for the algorithm. But, yeah, like I just not. I'm not looking for a niche to fall into. I just want to create things, and if people like it, that's good. If they don't, they don't. But I don't really care about catching on or reception, because, like I said, I'm not doing this for financial gain or even exposure. The whole purpose of it is the simple fact that I feel as though I have information to provide. And those who want to receive it will find value in the fact that I put effort into creating something where that information can be accessible. So, the topic of the videos. Obviously, centered in gaming. I'm not super into the whole IRL current event type of thing. I'm not into politics. I don't care for debates. I like to sort through ideas with other people and understand other people's perspectives, but I'm not going to debate you, bro. Like, if I think you're wrong, I'll tell you I think you're wrong, and I'll tell you why. But past that, do not expect an interaction. I am not going to fucking argue with you. I'm not. I don't care, man. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you think. I'm happy that you're different than me. That makes me very happy. But at the end of the day, I don't give a hot fuck how different you are than me. I don't care. And I don't care why, unless I ask. That's the biggest thing. Literally, bro. Like, you have to. This is a question a lot of people are forgetting. Who asked? Because there's a difference between being a messenger and just sharing your opinion. There's a big difference. So, is there anything else? I guess since on my Twitch channel I have access to them, we can talk about it. Sponsors. See, the whole agency, not agency, the whole having an agent and this and that and the third is not appealing to me whatsoever fucking ever. I'm not going to use the Twitch bounty board. I'm not going to do any of these things where my time is being sacrificed to sell out, literally. Now, a video sponsor, that's an entirely different thing. you know, like War Thunder or some shit like that. And you just do a little 60-second thing or whatever, you know, that's different. But yeah, no, my identity won't be sullied for money. So yeah, there's that. Um, I guess we'll talk about the tone of the content finally, and then I think I'll wrap it up. Um, the most major thing is I, as previously stated, will not be making content that will be easily digestible. I'm not going to be fucking speaking Shakespearean by any means, but if you don't care and you're not trying, it's just going to be unreceivable. Um, Obviously, I'm going to not make it super incohesive where you have to like fucking decipher it like a fucking 90s point and click adventure game. We're not doing all that. But yeah, it's going to be very serious. It's going to be very um, reflectful, insightful, and demanding of attention. And most importantly, it may just challenge your perspective and maybe even your beliefs. Because, yeah, like I said, I want to make things that inspire change. Um, and I know it sounds hypocritical. Don't tell me shit, but I'll tell you everything. But the whole point is, I want to be me at my purest form. And if my content interests you and it's something that you care to experience, then that's great. If you hate it and you think I'm a self centered asshole bigot, that's also great. Um, but yeah, you'd be better off trying to find gold in your nearby river than trying to change my mind. And I don't want to say that's just the way I am because I think that's a disgusting cop out, but that's just the way I like it. That's what I prefer. Because it's not like I'm out here eating babies and killing people. So I don't see, you know, yeah. I see myself for what I've become, is what I'm trying to say. And I understand where I want to be, and once I'm there, no one's going to be able to tell me a fucking thing. And I'm already at the point where, unless I ask, I don't want to be told a fucking thing. Because I know where my interest lies, and I know I'm not trying to eat babies. So, yeah. On that note, though, I believe that is genuinely all I have to say. Um, it feels good reconnecting with you, YouTube. I have been inactive for a very long time, and even when I was active, it was just genuine bullshit. Like it wasn't even slop; it was just garbage. So, um, great things are to come. I don't want to say be excited because I might not give you your cup of tea, but yeah, there is things to come. So if you've made it to this point in the video, which like I mean like 90% of my fucking viewer base is like already asleep or like clicked off the video after like 20 seconds. So thanks. Hi. I'm gonna take a little toke and just you know, I've come to find peace in breathing air. I've come to find satisfaction in only needing to breathe air. So yeah, I think that's about it. Once again, thank you for almost getting this channel to 300 subscribers. Really means a lot to me. I genuinely never expected to get anywhere past like 50. So, thanks. Thank you to everyone who watched this video. It truly means a lot as well. Wherever you're watching, I hope you're having a wonderful time, regardless of day, night, or time of year. And if things aren't so great, I hope you find happiness in the small things to keep you going until things are great again. And always remember, running away from your problems by using crutches only creates more problems. I think that's about it. Peace out. I have to fucking edit this shit.